you educated yourself about anything in the niche of self-improvement for longer than a week or two, you know that there are a lot of topics going on. Quitting social media, getting into a business, finding your future wife, leaving porn, making your dream body, training discipline, getting the right mindset, everything. And you know that the variety of topics is huge. But why is that? Why do we talk about so many things? Because we talk on the same layer of the problem. Like, all of those problems are on the similar level where they happen. But they all connect somewhere. And where they connect is here. Your mind, your own brain. And you speak about all those problems because it's easier way to look at them and repair them on this level. But most of those problems have something to do with your mind. And by that I don't mean that you have a brain tumor or a cancer or anything like that. Don't take me on this. But there is probably something that is in your mind that shouldn't be there, or the other way, you lack an idea or something that should be there for you to be able to success in a certain niche. So the kind of problems you have to repair are two. So I will start on what I actually called second one, where you lack something because it's easier. It's when, for example, you can start a successful business because you don't know how it works. You don't know the reality of recording YouTube videos. You don't know how to create good thumbnails. Those are things that you learn, the skills for example, mostly the skills or any capabilities of yourself. You learn how to do a certain exercise at the gym, for example. You learn to approach girls. So it's something that you already miss. That's lacking in your mind, but you can learn it. It's that kind of the problem, it's that kind of the spectrum. But it's not the most important kind of problems because, as I've said, you can just learn how to do that, and it may take a week, a month, couple of months, but you can do it in a pretty linear way. You learn, you read, you execute, you try out the new ideas, and with repetition you have your knowledge. And after some time, what was lacking is already here. But the other problems are harder and more meaningful for your life, where you have something in your mind that shouldn't be there. Of course, again, not a tumor. I talk about your boundaries, your bonds, your regulations in your own mind not to do something. Your addictions or your habits that bring you to the bad side of life. As I was counting at the very beginning, social media, porn and things like that. You're used to doing that for some quick pleasure. Not realizing how it affects your life. And again, it's not something that you lack. It's already there, and the problem is there. And for those problems, you have to spend some more time on your own. Because you can just Google a clean sheet how to learn something or watch a tutorial. You will have to work on it by yourself for a while. Because most of us don't really realize how much is going on in our minds. Because we're too distracted, taken by the life, by the modern things. Imagine a guy who comes back from work, listening to the music while commuting. While he gets home, he makes himself some quick high-carb dinner, maybe sugar, maybe something like that, or maybe he grabbed fast food on his way home, anything. Then he goes watch a series on Netflix, goes to bed, and takes his phone and starts scrolling Instagram for half an hour or an hour. It's pretty late, he goes to sleep, wakes up, sleep deprived, eats some quick high-carb breakfast, and go to the job. Normal life, yeah. You could see many people of our age doing that. Maybe instead of job, you take school, of course. But in this matter, you don't really realize your problems, because where do you have this time for your mind to speak out for itself? Because your mind wants to alert you about some problems, wants to speak to you, but sometimes it doesn't have an opportunity. I talk from my own experience. I used to be that guy who made almost all of his time having some noise. Like, I had those times where I had to put on music to studying, because if there was silence I couldn't focus, because those random things were appearing there, and instead of making up the courage and sorting them out, I was just quieting them. You probably know what I'm talking about. So to fix those kinds of problems, you have to put on some time for yourself. Well, the best of the best, meditation. Meditation is where you just sit down, no music, no sounds, like no anything prepared for that. You just sit down, close your eyes, and breathe. And allow your mind to work for yourself. And you spend 3 minutes, 5 minutes, after some time maybe 10 minutes, 15 minutes is already very good. After a month, 2 or 3. And after a couple of days even, I would say, from my experience, you realize that something was wrong. And you start to sort out those things. And your mind tells you what's wrong with your life. Hey, you should stop watching this porn. I know it feels pleasurable, but it is hurting you inside. It is destroying your view on the sexual world. It is destroying your attraction to girls, because all of the motivation to get a girl is spilled out after 2 days of waiting to this random girl on the screen. And your mind will tell you that if it has the opportunity. You get me on that? So meditate. Like, you can do other things. For example, journaling. Journaling is like having your brain thought layer, brain thought pattern written down on the paper, like automatically. You don't think about what you're writing, you think and you write what you think. You can read it after finishing, so you realize what was in your mind. But you don't even have to, because after writing this all down, you will see what really happens. You will see that your life goes in this or that direction. You will see that you inside wants to get rid of something or to achieve something. Because there are also boundaries other than like bad habits. You may lack courage to do something. Or you may want to do something in your inner you, but you're, for example, lazy, undisciplined. You will heal from your own mind. Focus on going to the gym, because you used to be so happy while going there. You used to build some good muscle and feel good about yourself, but now you slacked and now it's going down. You have to make some time for your own mind, so you and your mind can create the solution to those problems. But if you're not a faithful viewer, I don't believe there will be much more content for you in this video. But if you are, I would also say that seeking out to God will help you clear your mind. Because God is against what happens in our life. God said, pick up the cross and go with me. Because picking up the cross is actually getting rid of those quick pleasures, your fears, and stuff like that we talked about in this video. It's about bringing your real purpose to life and getting rid of those quick, easy stuff that is limiting you. Well, I didn't yet read this part of the Bible by myself, so I can't speak like 100% truth. But from what I know, getting closer to God will help you clear off what you have there and realize what you should be doing in life. And after you realize that, it's quick and easy to get rid of those problems, because you will have that thought, that realization that you're not alone in this problem. You have God with you, God who loves you, God who wants you to success. you believe in him, and don't say that you believe in him, but you do, because that's two other things that I will probably record a video on, you know that he is able to help you, if you are able to seek out for his help. Now go make your way to a better future, man.